Hello, and thank you for your interest in Florida Farm Connect. My name is Jason Dial, and I am one of the Farm to School coordinators on the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services Farm to School team. In this training, you will learn more about our Florida Farm Connect interactive portal. Florida Farm Connect is our portal for schools and producers to network by listing what commodities they are seeking to sell or purchase, to share their contact information, and to include other details to help facilitate these sales. Florida Farm Connect allows producers and schools to connect directly with each other to market and procure fresh Florida commodities for school meals and collaborate on agricultural education opportunities for students. By the end of this training, you should understand that the portal can help assist you in being successful with each of the three pillars of Farm to School: agricultural education, school gardens, and commodity procurement. The first part of this training will be a brief synopsis of the benefits of Florida Farm Connect and why you should set up an account. The second part, which comprises most of this training, will go through the process of using the portal step by step. We will start with how to set up an account, then we will cover how to manage and update your account, and that will be followed by ways you can use your portal account to connect with farms. Finally, we will cover some tips for using the portal and ways that you can seek out additional support. So why should you make an account on Florida Farm Connect? Because it is a free resource that can assist your school to participate in each pillar of Farm to School. It can also help you connect with local farms to purchase fresh agricultural commodities and to network with producers that are interested in partnering on agricultural education or school garden efforts. With a Florida Farm Connect account, you can easily search for local producers that have an expressed interest in selling their commodities or partnering with local schools in other ways. The first step to using the Florida Farm Connect portal is to create an account, and that is what we will cover next. Before you can begin, you will need to navigate to our website in a web browser. The web address or URL is farmtoschoolfl.com. Once you are on our website, there are two ways to begin the account setup process. You can locate the direct link through the button that says School, which is located directly below the main informational slider. This button should default to the bottom of your web browser window when you first navigate to the website. Additionally, wherever you are in our main website, you can find the navigation bar at the top of the page. This includes a Farm Connect option, and you simply need to hover your mouse cursor over this option to bring up the links for farmers and schools. Each of these pathways will lead you to the same page, and you will need to click on Register Now on this page. This will initiate the account setup process. You will be prompted to enter your school email address and create a password. Once you have done that, you simply need to click the Register button. At this point, you will be instructed to check your inbox for an email verification link. You will have to click this link to proceed with the account setup process, so please check your spam or junk email folders if you do not see this at the top of your inbox. We can also resend the verification email if you get stuck at this point for any reason. Just send an email to any Farm to School team member to request assistance. At this point, you are ready to complete your account profile. You will be able to add your contact information, declare your interest in field trips, share the commodities you wish to purchase and when you need them, and add other details which will help connect you with farms. You might have to log back in before you can proceed with this step, and if you have any difficulty logging in, please double check that you do not have a password manager overriding your correct password with something else. If for any reason you cannot log in at this point, just reach out to us for help. Additional information you will be able to include while completing your account profile includes your interest in field trips and classroom visits, whether or not you have a school garden, and a primary contact. We also require schools to be NSLP sites or sponsors to participate in the portal, so we ask for your site or sponsor number. You may skip that section if the number is unavailable, but we will need to verify that before approving your account. Next, you will be able to include the specific commodities you seek and add details about delivery and processing, including whether they need to be frozen or dried. This could be the most tedious section of the account setup process. We encourage you to take the time to fill out this part of your profile as accurately and completely as possible to facilitate effective connections. But you can also edit your profile later. If you want to include just a few commodities to start and then log back in at a later point to add the rest of what you are looking for, that's fine. Once you have completed the required sections and added the commodities you would like to, you can click the Update button to finish the account setup process. At this point, your account is in our hands. We will be notified that there is a new account awaiting approval. It is our goal to approve these accounts as quickly as possible and within a few business days at the latest. If you have taken the time to add your information accurately and you are currently participating in NSLP, you will make our job easy and we should approve your account right away. Once we have verified your account information, your account will be approved and published. If we don't have any questions, we will publish your account and you will be able to start making connections with farms. If we do need to clarify anything before publishing your account, we will reach out to you directly so we can resolve everything and get your account approved as soon as possible. So now you have an account set up and your account has been approved and published. How do you manage your account? To manage your account, you will need to log in. Navigate to farmtoschoolfl.com in a web browser, and you will find the login feature located at the top right of the page. Click Login and enter the email and password you used to sign up. Again, if you have any difficulty signing in, please verify that you do not have a password manager erroneously changing your password to something incorrect. There is also a link available on the login page if you forget your password. Once you have successfully logged into the portal, the login button at the top right of the page will be replaced by My Connect to show that you are currently logged in. By hovering over My Connect, you will see a menu of options: Manage Account, Find Farmers and Producers, and Log Out. The first time you log in, and any time in the future when you would like to make updates, just click Manage Account under this menu. The first thing you will see when you click Manage Account will be a list of first steps for using Florida Farm Connect. This includes some brief directions to set up your profile, a link to access the directory of producers that also have accounts on the portal, how to contact the farms, and how to stay up to date. You will also see information on any farms that have recently joined the portal. This is a great place to come back to in the future to look for new opportunities to make connections. You will find the account information section after those, and this is where you can go to update the commodities or edit any basic information about your school. Next up, how do you connect with the farms to make purchases? If you are logged in, as mentioned before, the login button changes to My Connect. Using that button, you can access the menu that includes Find Farmers and Producers. Click here to start connecting with them. The Find Farmers and Producers button will take you to a feature that includes both a directory and a map function. Both include the producers from all around the state that have joined the portal, thereby showing interest in selling to local schools. There are multiple features, including the ability to filter by location and commodity. You can also click View Profile to see the full list of commodities that are being sold by these farms. It's important to note that not every producer has an exhaustive list of what they produce. If you see a local producer listed, please feel free to contact them and inform them what you want to buy. You might be surprised how willing they are to work with you to find something that works in your kitchen. When you choose a farm and view their profile, you will get a pop-up window that includes basic farm information, contact information for the account holder who is seeking to sell locally, and a list of what they have and when it is available. They may also include processing methods like rinsing or chopping. The Farm to School team is actively working on facilitating solutions in this space of distribution and processing that represents a gap between many farms and schools. If you find yourself struggling to bridge this gap and make a purchase because there is a distribution or processing step that you and a producer cannot overcome, please reach out to us. We'd love to share any resources or connections we may have to help. And we'd also greatly appreciate understanding your difficulties so we can work towards even better long-term solutions. You might be wondering what your account profile looks like to the producers. They will see your basic school information, your contact information, what commodities you have listed, and when you would like to buy the commodities. Just like you, they can use the available information to reach out and connect to make a sale. We are almost done, but I'd like to share a few tips. First, please provide as much detail as possible. Taking the time to include everything you want could educate farms on what you buy and possibly inspire them to grow something new. Second, please make sure to check back and log in the portal regularly to update your profile and especially to see farms that have created new accounts since you last logged in. Third, don't forget there are 3 pillars to Farm to School. We hope you will successfully engage with the commodity procurement pillar by making purchases, but farms are also interested in agricultural education opportunities like field trips or class visits, and many would love to provide input for schools with gardens as a subject matter expert. Finally, the most important tip, initiate a conversation with a farm as soon as you can. The food production process begins far in advance of the harvest window. Get ahead of that schedule and farms will have more time to prepare for a purchase. So what do you do if you need help? Just reach out. You can email us directly with any questions or issues you have with the portal, and we will help you right away to resolve the problem. While you are logged in, you can access a feedback form through the Manage Account page. This is a great way to share any ideas you have for improvements or general feedback you have. But if you are having any difficulties with anything, please contact us directly so we can more urgently assist you. You can also reach out directly with any issues you have with the Farm to School initiative in general, not just problems with the Farm Connect portal. The Farm to School team is here to help you. The last topic to cover is our website, farmtoschoolfl.com. In addition to the Farm Connect portal, on the website you can sign up for the Farm to School newsletter, find updates about the initiative and events, access links to grants, and find resources to help with all 3 Farm to School pillars, including materials for agricultural education and school gardens. We hope you now have a better understanding of how the portal can help assist you in being successful with each of the 3 pillars of Farm to School: agricultural education, school gardens, and commodity procurement. We introduced Florida Farm Connect and why you should set up an account, how to set up, manage, and update an account, and covered ways you can use your portal account to connect with producers. Finally, we offered some tips for using the portal and ways you can seek out additional support. On behalf of the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, the Division of Food, Nutrition, and Wellness, and the Florida Farm to School Initiative team, thank you. We truly appreciate your interest in Florida Farm Connect, and we hope it helps you participate in Farm to School.